Hey you guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's tutorial is on this look right here. This is my very glammed up Valentine's Day look. It's not like an everyday wearable. Who am I kidding? It's an everyday wearable look for me. I hope you guys like my tutorial on this look right here. And if you do, please subscribe down below, like this video. And also, if you live in southeastern Kentucky and you would like to book me to do your makeup, send me an email to my business email that is in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with, well, I did my brows off camera. Obviously, it's just easier to do that. I'm gonna start off with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair Neutral and the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Light Neutral. I'm gonna blend those together with an R42 brush. I really hate the faces that I make doing these videos. I'm gonna take a mini beauty blender from Morphe just to blend that out. And I'm also going to use that to conceal my eyes. You can also use like the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer and it works really well too. I'm just going to set that with the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in the shade Light. And then I'm going to take a Morphe M213 and I'm going to use the shade Stroke from the Morphe Dare to Create palette, and I'm just going to carve out my cut crease. I've been doing this lately and I just feel like it makes a cut crease so much easier. If you go below the line that you make, it's okay because you're going to cut it out anyways, but I just feel like this is so much easier. And then I'm going to take the shade Sunder from the Dare to Create palette and I'm just going to blend all of the edges until they are nice and smooth and not blotchy. Blend, blend, blend. I cannot stress that enough. And then I'm going to go in with an R37 just to help blend that out a little bit more. It's just a little bit bigger of a brush. I think that other brush that I was using was the M506. All of the brushes I use are Morphe's except for one, and I'll let you know when that brush comes along. So if I don't say it's a Morphe brush, that's what it is. Anything that starts with an M or an R, pretty much you can guarantee it's a Morphe brush. They're just super affordable, and this is a M506 that I'm using, and I'm also blending in a little bit more of the shade Sunder. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Mass on a Morphe M433 brush, and I'm just going to apply that to the outer like 1/3 of my lid, and I want to blend that to perfection. And it's okay if you get it like a little bit more in because we're going to cut that out and you're not going to be able to tell, but I just want, whenever I cut my crease, I want all of my shades to mesh together very well. And now I'm just going to blend that out again. Okay, now I'm going in with the shade Glaze from the Morphe 24G palette, and I'm using an M224. I switch back and forth between this brush and an M170-4SH, and the reason that I do that is because the little one gives me a little bit more precision and the bigger one just does a better job filling in and blending out the edges. I usually cut my crease with concealer, but I didn't want to do that today because I'm going to go in with a Stila eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow, and I feel like they do a little bit better without the concealer. And this Stila liquid eyeshadow is called Starlight. It's a beautiful like champagne gold. And I just like to put a little bit extra on there because let's just face it, I am extra. I just like to make sure that it's really, really, that crease is really defined. And then I'm going to go back in with the color Mass with an E17 brush, and I'm just going to pat that on, and then I'm going to go back in with the 433 brush and blend it out a little bit better. Now I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and I'm going to clean up my edges. And I just like to go in the natural shape that my bottom lash line would go. And this just cleans up any of the fallout or anything like that. Now I'm going to go in with a matte liquid lipstick, and this is by Kylie Cosmetics, and it is the Mary Jo K liquid lipstick. It's a beautiful red shade, and I'm just using an eco tool, like an angled brush. I'm not sure the name of it. And if you have followed me on Snapchat, then you know that I have been using liquid lipsticks for eyeliner for a really long time, and it goes on so smooth. It's easy to mess up on the outer edge, but I'm going to show you how to clean that up. And if you don't have this, then you can use a red Sharpie. I use Sharpies too, and it does just as good. We're going to cover it with glitter, so if you mess up a little bit, just take your makeup wipe and you can wipe it off again. You want to make sure that if you use a liquid lipstick that it does dry down to a matte, because if you use something that doesn't dry down, it's going to be a mess. Now I'm just taking some of the Bobbi Brown face base, and I'm using it as a primer on my face, and I'm using a Morphe MB9. And then I'm going in with my favorite foundation, which is the Dior Forever foundation, and my shade is 015. I really need to be 010, and I am using an MB10 to do that. And now I'm going in with my favorite new makeup foundation brush, and that is the Clarisonic Mia 2 with the foundation attachment. I love it. It's my favorite. I don't know how I ever lived without it. My friend Cassie told me about it, and I just have loved it ever since. Now I'm going back in with that Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm going to conceal my under eyes. I'm going to do just a little stripe down my nose, Cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin that you can't see because I'm out of frame. And I'm taking my Morphe Beauty Sponge to blend that out. I need to work on keeping myself in frame. I'm taking just a little bit of the Cover FX setting powder again, and I'm pressing that under my eyes to set it so it won't crease, and a little bit on my forehead, on the bottom half of my face so that my contour blends out good, and on my nose. And then on the center of my face, I like to use just a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush powder, and I'm in the shade 1 Fair. Now I'm just going to bake underneath my eyes because we're going to put glitter on, and I should have put the glitter on before I did my face, but this is good because it's going to show you how to clean it up later. As we know, glitter likes to fall out. So I'm going to use the Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm just going to go right over top of that eyeliner that I did. I dip my brush into the glitter. Before I do that, I'm going to use a little bit of the Lit Cosmetics glitter base, and I'm going to dip it in that first, and then I'm going to dip it into the glitter, which is Eye Candy Cherry Bomb. It's such a beautiful red. It's perfect for Valentine's Day, and I'm just going to go right over top of the cat eye that we made. Then I'm just going to take this Luxie 522 brush and dust all the extra powder off, and then I'm going to switch to an M516. And then I went ahead and did my lashes off camera, and I'm going to go underneath the eye with an R41, and I'm going to go back in with that shade Sunder, and I'm just going to smoke out my lower lash line. Then I'm going to go in with a flat definer brush. This is the M432, and I'm going to take that shade Mask, and I'm just going to press it into my lash line, and I'm going to blend it out, but I'm only going to go like 2/3 of the way in. I'm not going to go all the way in, so it keeps my eyes a little more open. And then I'm going to go back in with the R41, and I'm going to blend out both of those shades with the color Stroke. And I'm just using a mascara from CoverGirl. It's waterproof. That's what I like to use on my lower lashes, because if I don't, then they will crease. And you could have stopped here, but of course I'm super extra, and I wanted to do like a glitter liner on the top, and I'm using the Urban Decay glitter liner in the shade Midnight Cowboy. It is like a beautiful like goldish color glitter, and the precision point just helps to get that on like flawlessly, or not so flawlessly. You'll see me mess up here in just a second, and when we do, that's okay. You can see just above the line I blinked or something and I got a little bit up there, but I buy these Q-tips. They have a precision tip from Amazon, and I just use that to dust it off. Now I'm going with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm using a Morphe R10 brush to contour those cheeks, because honey, a girl needs some contour. I don't have a super big nose, so I don't really contour my nose a whole lot. I use the very tip of that brush to do that, and then I'm using an R2 to go around my face, around my forehead, and then I'm going to use it a little bit on my jawline. I usually don't do a lot of concealer right in the center of my forehead, because it always does that to me. It's like my forehead rejects the concealer. Now I'm going in with blush, and I'm using the Tarte Blush Bazaar, and I'm using the two shades Authentic and Endless with an Morphe E4. And then I'm going to go in to highlight my brow bone with the Fenty Killawatt highlighter in shade Lightning Dust. And then after that, it's like a duo. So on the one side is Lightning Dust, on the other side is Fire Crystal, and so I'm going to use both. And I'm going to use Lightning Dust first and then Fire Crystal. And I'm using an M508 to apply both of those shades. And then for inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with the color Glazed again from the Morphe 24G palette, and I'm going to use an E36 to apply that. And now I'm going in with the shade Tahiti from the Kylie Cosmetics brand, and it's the loose glitter pigment, and I love this. It has a beautiful pink shade to it, but it looks kind of natural, and it looks so good over blush, and I just love it. It's my favorite highlighter. And then I go in with an M510, and I just kind of make that little C around my eye and blend it out. I do a little bit on my nose, I do a little bit on my cupid's bow and on my chin, but I was out of focus, so you won't be seeing that part of it. Now I'm going to go in with the Fenty Stunna lip paint in the color Uncensored. This is my favorite red lipstick right now, and it applies so easily. I love the applicator. Also, an honorable mention is the Morphe setting spray. My camera died before I got to apply it. That is my tutorial on this look right here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so that you get notified when I upload videos. I'm going to try to upload videos every week, at least 2 to 3 videos a week. I have been working on this and planning this and researching for this for literally a year. I was looking at my Amazon wish list, and the very first camera that I put in to my wish list was on February 6th of 2017. So this truly has been a year that I have been working to get this ready. Mostly working up the courage to do something like this. I hope you enjoyed, and please watch my next video. See you all. Thank you.